I'm Joe Estep, and I am the manager of the call center at Echo Technologies in Kennesaw, Georgia. I started my career with my first job actually as a telemarketer over 30 years ago. In the last 30 years of my career, I've worked in call centers for over 20 years, and the other 10 years has been in account management servicing corporate accounts.
My name is Caitlin. I have an associate's degree in early childhood education and a bachelor's degree in interdisciplinary studies with focus areas in nonprofit management and sociology with a minor in Spanish.
My name is Jesse Connor. I have a bachelor's degree in sport management.
Over the last 7 years, I've had two separate occasions in which I've been seeking employment, and in both of those, my focus has been on call center positions, primarily senior leadership within call centers, such as call center manager and director.
So when I first graduated college, I spent months looking for a job that fit my qualifications. I eventually got a job that had nothing to do with my degree. I was a case manager in healthcare. I worked there for about a year and then started looking for jobs in my field again and didn't have much luck. The biggest obstacle I was coming by was really just no response from employers whatsoever. And any jobs that I would get a response for would be very low-level jobs that did not pay enough to pay bills.
Shortly after I graduated, I was looking for jobs and ended up landing on a job that specifically just needed someone with a degree. So I worked for a company called Angie, and I worked in their sales department. Since then, after I had left Angie, once I realized that really wasn't what I wanted to do, I reached out to several different businesses, was looking for opportunities, and just either never really heard a response from them, or they wanted to offer me a very low-level job, and that's just not something that I was able to do at that time.
In the two times that I've been searching for employment over the last several years, the first instance was a span of over a year. And then most recently, it was about 10 months between positions. And during that time, I actually started my own business just so that I could keep things going for my family and my home.
It's hard to hear employers say that people don't want to work and that people are lazy, because for people like me, I would constantly apply to jobs, try to get jobs, put a lot of work into cover letters with no response from employers. It was not a matter of laziness and not wanting to work. It was a matter of no one giving me a chance. As someone who has applied to jobs, I am someone who will read the full job description, do exactly what is said, spend lots of time on cover letters, applying, putting in the effort, and I think many people do that. I don't think that's laziness. I don't think that that's people not wanting to work. I don't know what's going on there, but I don't think that it's simply a matter of people being lazy. On the other side, as someone who has a business and has tried to employ people, I have received applications that have not followed instructions or have put no care into their application, and I do see how people would think that that's laziness or people not caring, and I do think that that could be an issue when it comes to people getting a job if they are not putting the proper effort into their job applications. I think that the job market nowadays is just different. Just from hearing the employment stories of my grandpa just even a few days ago, it seems that, back when they were younger and working and fully immersed in the job market, that employers valued their employees more. They took better care of them. Once you were in it, you were in it. That's what it seemed like. It doesn't seem that way now as far as the job market goes. It's more cutthroat and almost like you're fighting for your life when you get into the field. Another thing that I think today's people in the job market need to be concerned with is AI. Many jobs can be done by AI now, so you're kind of in competition with a robot on getting a job or not, or your job's not even needed anymore because a robot can do it.
So I think hiring managers now are pressured more to hire within the company rather than looking outside of the company. And if I could talk to some hiring managers, I'd probably say just to open up the opportunity to people outside of the company Once you're inside of a company and you know the inner workings of it, you get comfortable. If you bring someone in from the outside, they might be able to look at it a different way to come up with some new and exciting ideas for the company.
So during the process, there's just been a lot of challenges in even getting connected to employers, and I'd say that's one of the biggest obstacles. There are a lot of jobs that are advertised out there, but it is very, very hard to actually get connected and get contacted with a potential employer to be able to showcase your skills, your ability, and more importantly, even your personality and how you may fit in with a particular company. So there's a lot of sending out applications, never hearing back, or 2 months, 3 months down the road, you get a thank you for applying email, but we've moved on with other people, and there's no feedback to help you be able to improve your search process out in the market.
One thing that I think would be really beneficial is, especially in colleges and for graduates coming directly out of college, to have programs that feed them into job markets that fit their degree and help land them a job, rather than just kind of letting students go on their own and fend for themselves. Something that guides them through that process and helps them land a job. I think it would be important for hiring managers to give more people a shot with a face-to-face interview. It's really easy to make a judgment on someone over a screen or a resume, but a lot of times when you get to meet someone, they're maybe much better than you thought. Sometimes they're much worse. And I know time is precious, but I think taking some that don't have immediate red flags on their application and giving them the time of day for a 5-minute phone call or a virtual interview to actually speak with the person and give them a chance could go a long way when hiring individuals.
I think a more inclusive and fair job market could be created by hiring managers reaching outside of the company to bring people in, to get new ideas and different perspectives on what it is that they do.
So I am not someone who is currently searching for a job. I am someone who is providing jobs, and my hope is to continue providing jobs to individuals who need them. It's exciting to think that I could open up a world of more jobs, and even though it would have just a very small impact, to be able to have an impact on the job market. Professionally, in the next 5 years, I would like to see my business to continue growing. I would like to be able to shift my role in the company and also be able to continue providing more and more jobs and have a full staff for my company.
So in the next 5 years, I hope that what I'm doing right now allows me the time and financial ability to create my own thing and kind of become an entrepreneur and not have to rely on everyone else for my life.
I think it would make a huge difference, kind of like I said before, to give more people a chance with interviews. Get to know someone before just sifting them out or letting AI sift them out. I think it would make a huge difference if we, would allow more people a 5 to 10 minute interview just to get to know them beyond a piece of paper.
To me, I believe one of the biggest barriers in the job market today for those seeking employment and those who are actually recruiting for employees is the technology. Technology does a lot of great things, but unfortunately with AI and other tools in the job market, it makes it very, very hard to make that connection with an employer. From an employee or a job seeker standpoint, AI often filters out my resume before I'm even given an opportunity to speak with a company and showcase my skills with them. And it's based on nothing more than a piece of paper. And from an employer standpoint who is seeking employment, the use of AI actually hinders your ability to truly get to know your applicants because they're using AI to write their resumes and you're not getting the true outcome of the individual person there. You're getting an AI-generated resume to try and beat an AI-generated algorithm to get through to you. Some things that I would recommend to change the job market if I were to speak to hiring managers today is go back to doing job fairs, go back to getting out into the community, go back to opening your door and allowing people to come in. You do not know who you are missing because of an AI algorithm that is never even putting a candidate in front of you. You don't know the candidates that you never see because we're trusting on computers and technology to filter this out. I would highly recommend going out to the schools, going out to job fairs, having things in the community to where people on people communication can occur again. And you're going to find the people that mesh well with you, your company culture, and they're going to bring you the skills and the education that you're seeking. But again, education and skills and background do not fit your culture, and having the right person in your culture is what's going to make your company successful.